The story of a boy's journey through childhood. The passage of time captured in real time. A film 12 years in the making.
It's a great storytelling idea, but it's wildly impractical.
I mean, you've got to set about then trying to get actors on board for a project that's going to take 12 years.
Eller, the young boy, he never wavered, ever, once. My own daughter, however, yeah, a few years in, it was one year she didn't want to dress up in a certain way, and she was like, can my character die? But she came back rather quickly. It was more like that was daughter, father, not actor, director. You know, in the film medium particularly, we're control freaks who are, you know, we spend our time bending the reality to shape our storytelling needs, and it's a real control kind of environment. Where this, you had to kind of give up that to whatever degree.
Because they're talking about it as an epic film about the ordinary, and it is the ordinary that works so brilliantly, isn't it? That you genuinely feel you're in these people's kitchen.
I think people hopefully will recognize it as something similar to the pace and feel of our own lives that have little bits of drama, and drama's very different for a little kid than it is an adult.
All right, don't worry about it.
Wish we could use the bumpers.
You don't want the bumpers. Life doesn't give you bumpers.
For me, it wasn't the big moments, you know, we often see kids depicted in movies where something big happens and how the kids respond, whether it's being visited by an extraterrestrial or, you know, whatever, you know, it's a good depictions of childhood out there. There's tons of them. But mine was like much more low key. It wasn't a lot of drama. I felt like I wanted it to unfold kind of like a memory of childhood where the little things you remember.
And it covers some pretty momentous moments in American history too. There's Iraq is mentioned in the film. There's all the optimism about the possibility of Obama as the first black president. Where do you stand today when you hear what's happening in Iraq now?
We started shooting post 9/11, pre-invasion, and I, like millions of other people, marched in an anti-invasion wake-up call to our president and vice president and Secretary of Defense, like, hey, maybe this isn't a great idea to just unprovoked start a war with a country. We don't think that's a great idea, but they did. Because I knew retrospectively, as they always do, would go in and say, well, everyone thought they had weapons of mass destruction. We thought we were in danger. We were wrong, but our heart was in the right place in invading and killing hundreds of thousands of people, and we tried. You know, it's like, no, it was a mistake, and a lot of people knew it from the very beginning.
And of course we see the huge optimism that the Ethan Hawke character goes around and they're planting Obama posters everywhere. And
pulling the McCain sign out of the neighbor's yard. Yeah, that's a fun moment.
Can we put an Obama sign in your yard?
Do I look like a Barack Hussein Obama supporter? No.
Because the question now, of course, is, was the real problem going into Iraq in the first place, or was it Obama's decision to withdraw?
Boy, you know, that's one of those, it's so complex, you know, no one really has the answer to that. I mean, I didn't know, this was before the election. I hoped he would win, like a lot of us, but yeah, all that optimism was great. But I've been down the road enough, you know, I'm just old enough to have seen these cycles play out, the optimism. And the truth is, one leader isn't going to change the nature of your country.
As the film ends, and the little boy is now 18, do you think there's reason for him to look forward when you think about how his life might go and be optimistic? Or?
He has to be. You know, young people have to be. I mean, that's just the job. You got to be excited about the future, just not be naive. You know.
Richard Linklater, thank you very much.
Good talking to you.